3 weeks of prosecution at the John Edwards trial offered dramatic and emotional testimony. Now the defense opens its case today, focusing on the law.
And we still do not know if the former senator and presidential candidate will take the stand. Erin Moriarty has been covering the trial and joins us now. And Erin, everybody I know who's watching and paying attention hopes that he takes a stand and that Rielle Hunter takes a stand. My prediction is, What are you thinking?
Well, it's really interesting. On Rielle Hunter, I mean, I will go out on a limb. I'm going to say she is not going to take the stand. It does not make any sense now. And all you have to do is you take a look at the tone the defense is really going to start with today. As Charlie said, it's going to be all about the law.
Yes.
Any kind of benefit that she could bring to this by defending John Edwards, I think the jurors are going to say, well, he's the father of her child.
Right.
He's supporting her. So I think they may even question her credibility. I would say absolutely not. I would be shocked if she took the stand.
And he?
Oh, this is so tough. We talk about this. You know, the normal, very few defendants take the stand, but last Thursday when the prosecution put that 20-minute video the interview that had originally aired on ABC.
Yeah, where he denied.
Right.
Yes.
Even though that really, much of it had nothing at all to do with the issues at the trial, it showed him to be less than honest. But I think what's interesting today is one of the witnesses who may take the stand today is Harrison Hickman. And Harrison, 2 years ago, went on the round of talk shows to kind of be John Edwards' spokesman. It was right after John Edwards admitted paternity. Yeah. And Harrison was the one who went out and said, this is why. It was a very complicated time. He didn't want to deny paternity. He did not want to lie, but he had to explain it to his wife, explain it to his kids. So I'm kind of wondering if that may be part of the reason why Harrison Hickman's taking the stand. I don't think they'll make a decision about whether John Edwards takes a stand until the end of their case.
Until they see how it goes.
Yes.
Or how it's going.
What do you make of the fact that the decision for what might be called a directed verdict was turned down?
Well, I mean, we talked about this last week. This was really an important time for the defense. And normally it's just kind of routine and you know you're going to get turned down. In this case, I think the defense really felt that there was real reason to drop parts of at least 2 of the charges. And I think it was a real hit. And I think it puts so much more at stake starting today. And, you know, they're going to come out of the gate with the former commissioner, chairman of the FEC, the Federal Election Commission, and they are really going to try, I don't know how much the judge will allow, but try to say, there was no law for him to break.
Do you think, I mean, they're coming out with that out of the gate today, but you mentioned everything that happened at the end of the week. Was there a lot of scrambling, you think, for the defense? Were they trying to redo any of their plans for this week?
They're too smart to have to scramble. I don't think so, but I think they were hoping that that it would look a lot better. You know, and when the judge said, we're going to let this go to the jury, and the law is so ambiguous to allow that to go to the jury, now what it's going to come down to is how the judge defines the law in the jury instructions.
I hear it's so hard to read the jury because the case is so salacious for a lot of people that they worry, are we really focusing on what is the crux of this case?
Well, they probably aren't yet because they haven't gotten the jury instructions. They will. I have great faith in the jury. I do.
You do?
Jurors always surprise me, and they do learn how to focus on the law. So, you know, we're caught up kind of with what the prosecution wanted us to be caught up with, so much of the personal drama. But I think at the end, I think the jurors are going to do what they have to do.
Most trial attorneys will tell you jurors take their responsibilities seriously.
Very seriously.
Erin, thank you. Nice to have you here.